Hey there friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we're going to be learning how to draw Stoppo Lumino from Steel at Brainrot, and don't forget to pause the video to follow along at your own pace. Let's draw on the body here. So on the top we're going to draw a diagonal line coming across. On the top here we're going to draw a diagonal line coming down towards the bottom. And then stepping over, we're going to replicate that on the right hand side, bringing this all the way through and down, ending that at the same height. And then now from here, we're just going to close that off with another diagonal line on the bottom. Let's draw in 3 circles as we come down. So we're going to draw in 1 circle on the top. Let's move down in the middle, replicating that again. And then one more time as we move underneath. Let's draw on the faces now. So on the top here, we're going to draw in a curved diagonal line coming through on the left and right hand side. For the eyes, we're going to draw in a circle connecting that from the top to the inside. And then we're just going to color those in black. Moving down, we're going to draw in a small frown, so we're just going to arch that line down. Now let's move in towards the middle. We're going to draw in 2 straight lines coming across. Moving underneath, let's draw in a circle for the eye on each side. And then we're just going to color in each circle black. Now we're going to draw in a slight curved line from left to right. And then now from here, as we move down, we're going to arch this line over both sides. And then we're going to draw in a circle underneath for the eye. And then again, just coloring this in black. And then we're just going to draw in a smile. So we're going to curve this around and back up. Let's come across and draw on the arm now. So stepping over, we're going to arch this line out. We're going to draw in a diagonal line on the inside. We're going to replicate that on the top, bringing this out and then tucking that down. And then we're just going to draw in a small diagonal line coming down, ending that at the same height. Let's draw on the hand here. So we're going to come down for the wrist first, curving this around, up, connecting that together, curving that back in. Let's draw on the bottom of the palm, curving that across. Now for the finger, arching this around and up. Moving in towards the middle, replicating that. And then one more time for the top of the hand, curving this over and then in. Let's come up, we're gonna draw on a small diagonal line coming out. And then from here, we're just going to bring this line down towards the arm. We're going to extend this through underneath, bringing that in towards the hand. And then we're going to close this off with a small diagonal line on the bottom. Let's move up here in the middle. We're going to curve this line up, across, and then down on the right. And now let's draw in the legs. So stepping in from the middle on the left-hand side, we'll draw a diagonal line coming out and then down. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Move out again, replicating that shape. And then now from here, we're just going to close that off with a curved line from left to right. Now on the back of the shoe, we're going to curve this line out. We'll do the same on the front. On the inside, curving this line down for the back of the shoe. And then on the front, we're just going to curve this line back down. Now from here, we're going to arch this line over and down on the side. And then we're just going to close this off on the bottom with a curved line from left to right. Now let's move up, closing that off with another curved line from left to right. Now let's draw on the arm holding in the stop sign. So we're going to draw a diagonal line coming out on the top. We'll do the same on the bottom, ending that at the same height. And then now from here, we're just going to bring these two lines straight out and across. Let's close off the wrist, curving this around and up. For the thumb, from that corner, we're going to curve this around and back in. For our first finger, we're going to draw on a sideways oval, bringing that down. In the middle, let's replicate that again. And then one more time for the pinky. Now we're going to draw in two straight lines coming up, up above. We'll do the same, stepping underneath, extending this one through, coming over on the left, replicating that, ending that at the same height. And then we're just going to close that off with a straight line on the bottom. Let's close off the palm of the hand now, curving this around and up. Now let's draw on the stop sign. So on the bottom, we're going to draw on a straight line across. We'll draw a diagonal line that comes out on each side. And then now from here, we're going to bring this line back up on the side. Now from the edge, we're going to draw another diagonal line coming through on both sides. And then in our gap in the middle, we're just going to close this off with another straight line from left to right. Now we're going to replicate this. So we're going to come in, drawing in another straight line. We're going to draw in two diagonal lines coming out on both sides. Let's come down in towards the middle, another straight line moving down towards the bottom. And then again from here, two more diagonal lines. And then we'll close that off in the center with a straight line. Now let's draw in the letter S. We're going to do this all in bubble writing. So we'll start with the letter S on the left-hand side. Now let's draw in the letter T. Let's draw in the letter O. And now lastly, the letter P. And that is it. That's how you draw Stoppo Lumino from Steel at Brainrot. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I'll see you all on the next one.